Ladies, I'm gonna get you. Cause some of yous are a bunch of sour and sours. And I'm not talking to the greedy fat bitches. No, you raggedy bitches. No, you bitches who like to borrow clothes and shoes. I'm talking to you fire-breathing, angry bitches. Indeed, bitch. Always starting some shit wherever you go. Picking on another female just cause she looks better than you. All that kind of behavior is so passe, I could yawn. I mean, when I see y'all acting like this, I just think, honestly, darling, I'd love to poke you, but I haven't got the time. What you angry bitches need to do is to take yourself to one side and go scratch your pussy on a post. That's what I said. Entertain your vagina. Make your pussy happy. Tickle your piss flaps. Put fire to gunpowder, etc., etc., etc. Endeavor to ensure, however tedious, that you keep your pussy on the verge of a giggle at all times. If you haven't got somebody to bring a smile to your punani, no, you don't want nobody touchy-feeling you up. There are several sex shops about the place that you can visit, in disguise of course, where you may procure the necessary apparatus to administer pleasure to your genitalia. Your cunt will give you a high five. Trust me. If you haven't got the money to spend, be innovative. There ain't nothing wrong with a bit of DIY. You got 10 fingers. Poke your way to a better mood. Hey, rub your twat before you leave the house, and I guarantee you'll have a better day that day than the day you had before. I learned in school that the primary factors necessary for a human being to survive are food, clothing, shelter, and sex. I was only 9 years old at the time, so when I heard the word sex, I immediately put my hand up in the air. I said, teacher, when you say sex, do you mean gender? She says, no, darling, I mean well. So when one finds that one's feathers are ruffled, and one finds thyself becoming all complacent and high-spirited, it's usually because one wants a good fuck. Gospel truth underlined by Jesus. I read it so. Y'all ladies know this. And men know this too. It is common knowledge that when a pussy gets charged and nobody takes the time to release the pressure valve, somebody's gonna have an unterrific time. That angry bitch be walking around miserable all day, squeaking like a rusty bicycle. Everything's a problem and a bother and an argument. I can't stand the way she be looking at you. Who she thinks she is? I want to speak to the manager right now, missy. That angry bitch be popping away like hot pork fat in a frying pan. Everybody better duck. Now ladies, don't be fools. I'm not saying you should Cheryl Cole Von trap yourself in a loveless relationship simply because you need somebody around, because your fingers are just as good as getting that knot out your back. But the reason I'm so braggadocious is because I've got a really big sponsor, and my sponsor is Psychologist Magazine. I read in an episode of Psychologist Magazine that if an individual is not currently in a relationship, that individual should continue to have sex. I remember reading it and thinking out loud, did they just tell me to go fuck myself? But then, if it's in a magazine, it must be true. So all y'all angry bitches, I'm not going to be so bold as to tell you to go fuck yourselves. But those are the sentiments intended, so that's what I'll imply. Y'all ladies need to set up your own service stations. Pump your own gas. Dry fire your rifle. I don't think I'm gonna change the world with this thesis. But I can bet any money some of you bad bitches be percolating right now thinking, well, I can't see any reason to go dismissing a theory without first testing it out. I won't go fully blown, but I'll definitely give my drawers a cuddle, see if I don't catch a break. I'll definitely convert a few ladies. But there will always be a cross-section of hard-skinned reptilian-type bitches who will continue their quest for mischief forever and all eternity. So if you're walking down the street and you run into some woman with her face looking like America meets Iraq plus a house full of camel shit, I want y'all to understand that forthwith her pussy is depressed. And if you're out shopping, buying your little knickknacks, minding your own business, and all of a sudden you find yourself embroiled in an argument of arbitrary proportions with some woman you've never laid eyes on before, or because, I don't know, your trolley accidentally grazed hers, I want you to understand that someone has angina of the vagina. There will always be a handful of angry bitches hanging around at any given point in time, because that's just the way it is. And that's because a woman has 3 stages: juicy, juicier, then dry. You see when their pussy gets dry and it starts to scratch them? Oh, it's a terror in the village. I recently went out clubbing in central London, and it was like having supper with Satan. The second I set foot in that club, I found myself on the receiving end of a few well-intended dirty looks, which could only mean my ass was looking correct. I found myself in hell, and in attendance, I was surrounded by vindictive, snotty, angry bitches. I wanted to turn the hell around and head straight back to my box. But what fool goes out to have a good time then turns right back round and head home? Now this fool, I had a tank full of gas and morale was at an all-time low. I thought, watch these apprentices, they're all in my care. So I slithered on over to the bar, ordered myself a large Southern Comfort, around 2 cubes of ice, and a smile. Drank it like a pirate, fully fitted with eye patch, wooden leg and shoulder parrot. Offer excludes Northern Ireland. Then made my way onto the dance floor like a cold Scherzinger. Ooh. I love to dance. It burns calories and releases endorphins. And endorphins like to do us a favor by making us feel good. I'm all for that. Now see here. Angry bitches, by a rule of thumb, don't too much like exercising. So if you get to moving about rapidly, it confuse the living bejesus out of them. They'll be stood on the sidelines glaring at you, not sure whether they want to fold their arms or pout like some asshole that's just been shot out of. So I was dancing up a show, getting shit-faced, when all of a sudden, out of the blue, some old woman whom I'd never laid eyes on before shimmies her way on over to me, leans into my personal space, and says, "Go home, whore." Holy pussy in a box without a saucer of milk. I don't know if she meant my immediate house here in England or if she meant Africa. But if it's alone in a club, it must be a whore. Forthwith, if it's black, it's from Africa. Good stuff. Now, when my parents took it up on themselves to procreate, they obviously didn't think too far ahead when they were breathing hard and humping one another, because I tend at times to be inexplicably high-spirited, and I think it's all down to breeding. I think I got me an angry gene, because when I get mad, the police take notes. When I lose it, it gets lost. So I have to discipline myself to control the local. I call it crazy Arawak meets temperamental African. 1 minute I think I want to go to Africa and fight for my people. The next I think I want to be on high ground in Jamaica with a shotgun in my lap telling people to get the fuck off my land. So when this angry old dry bitch came a-knocking, I had to refer to the pages of memories and take steps to immediately do the right thing to take myself out of danger. I read into her fuckery behavior, and straight away I realized that she wanted me to spend the rest of my fabulous evening in the company of the popo, talking with my hands all erratic and stuff. How did I get this angry old bitch off my back? What exactly did I do? Nothing. Not once did I give her a notion. I just smiled and danced the hell away from her. Big old club and all it was too. Yup. I left her omega-3 deficient, bingo loving, geriatric, grim reaper dodging, sawdust ass right where I found her. I must have did Jesus proud. Discuss. Trust me. The pleasure valve? You're fleeing. But the reason I'm so braggadocious, I remember reading it and thinking out loud, did they just tell me to go fuck myself? Dry fire your rifle. And if you're going by your business, shit ass. Has angina off the vagina. There will always be a handful of then dry. You see when the pussy gets dry and it starts to scratch them? Oh, it's ooh. Making us feel good. I'm all for that. And then go down to breeding. I think I got me an angry gene. It gets lost. So I have, oh, you fucking all cow. Temperamental African. With a shotgun in my lap telling people to get the fuck off my land. So when this angry old bitch, oh fuck you now. With joy. Oh, you cunt.
Big old club and all it was too.
You fucking old cow. Did Jesus proud? Discuss.